Hello again, I am back with another recap Champions Chess Tour Division 2 Round 1. So I was playing against Levon Aronian, who was number 2 in the world for a very long time, still one of the top players in the world. I've never played against him in rapid game. We had two over the blitz games in American Cup. Once I lost, once I won. So it was first time playing against him. I didn't know what to expect, and I was hoping to have a great fight. Things I don't want to be giving a spoiler alert, but things didn't go according to my plan. So first game we started e4, e5, knight f3, bishop c4, knight f6, d3. This is Italian. He goes a4, and I played d6. He goes castle, a5, bishop g5, h6. This is a very sharp line, and here I go bishop g4. I didn't remember my prep, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go bishop g4. He goes c3. I go h5 with h4 ID. He goes h4. I go knight h7, knight d2, queen e7. Actually, engine hates my position, but it is very hard to understand. So Aronian goes bishop d5, bishop a7, and here I think this move was was a mistake. It was a bit uncalled for, and I took, and I think instead he should have played normal stuff. So he plays b4, b, a5. I mean, first I thought, is it possible to play bc, but then after a6, I think this was the reason why he decided to play this line, this kind of a trap, and black is in trouble because, like say cd, he takes ab, rook b8, and takes with check, and takes a7. But I mean, it was a little bit cheap trick, I would say. He shouldn't have done it. And so he goes a5, I go knight d8, cb, c6, bishop c4, knight d6, b5, cb, bishop b5. So far so good. And a6. After a6, I grab. He goes bishop c4. I put knight on d4, and rook a6, king g7, king h1. So here I solved all the problems as a black, and I thought that I have a somewhat pleasant position. Here he goes knight d4, bishop d4, f3. And his time was very low. As you guys can see that he was playing with the seconds. Probably this was my best shot in our match. If I could win this game, things could have been different, obviously. I go bishop d7, he goes queen e2, I grab the pawn. Although engine says I should have just gone knight f8, not changed mine. gh, good move. So here I had 1 minute 30 seconds. I did consider queen g5, but I was afraid of this move. What's the idea here after rook takes f4? Oh, I can play just knight f6, and if rook h4, then knight comes to g4, and I guess white is in trouble. So I didn't see that, and I also wanted to pressure him on time, so I played rook f8 instantly almost. He goes f4 and f5. This was actually quite interesting idea. I think in time scramble for Levon it wasn't easy. He goes for this line, he goes knight f3, I played nice move h3, he goes queen g3 check, I go knight g5, and he goes bishop d5. I did feel like there should be something, and I should have just grabbed the pawn and queen g2 and play king h6, have extra pawn, and play this position on. I think actually, now I'm looking at the position, I feel like I have I would have had some decent chances to win, because his d3 pawn is weak, and this is a light square, so even the bishop pawn against king is gonna be always winning. So instead I played king h6, and he went rook g1. And again I had 55 seconds. I should have played queen f6. What I missed? gh. Oh, I missed it. After gh I can just grab the knight f3. He cannot take it, and there is no check for me. And yeah, queen f6 would have been a... actually, no, I was afraid of... Oh, bishop e4, and I can take, and take here, take, and rook f4. This is winning. So if I played queen f6, I think I would have at least put Levon in under immense pressure with the 7 seconds on the time. I don't know if he was gonna be able to... I mean, the best move according to this weak engine takes, plays queen e3, I take hg, he plays bishop g2, and I play queen to f4. And this position I have 2 passers. He will have a very difficult position. Bishop h3, I have bishop c6 check. Okay, queen f6 would have been nice, but I saw another idea. I played e4, I missed it. After here he can take h3, and this is kind of very unfortunate that I cannot take rook f3. I mean, if queen f3, queen h4 winning, but he has g takes f3. So instead I thought that this is a game game over, in a sense, like I cannot play for a win, so I just grabbed the I sacrificed the exchange. We went for this endgame and we agreed in a draw. So first game I put him under pressure, and then I was hopeful for the second game of our match, obviously. Let's see what happened there. Second game I was white. I played e4, e6. e6 I was not expecting from Levon. He usually plays e5. So I decided to play knight c3 line. I usually play e5 advanced. But now I also knight c3 my another line. So we went for this. He played bishop b7. I go knight d2. After queen b6, I think I confused something. I think I confused. I played here rook b1. I should have played queen c1. I played rook to b1, and he went f6, c3, takes, and I take, and he takes. I grabbed, I mean, I was thinking after the game, should I have grabbed this? Engine says no, this position is just bad, castle. So what was the move that I should have played? Knight f5, maybe knight f5, bishop c5. Honestly, I need to check the variation, but I feel like the rook b1 was a mistake. I should have played queen c1, because in these variations, like f6, c3, let's say here, takes, this queen, now I have knight d6, he cannot do that. So queen defends e3, which was very important. I think I should have played queen c1. That was a big mistake by me. So we reached this position. He does a good move, castle, and I was like, what's happening? Why I am lost? Because he's gonna grab the pawn. I felt like maybe this was my last chance, enter this position. But this was looking terrible for me. Engine says like after bishop f6, queen g3, e5, I'm lost. Yeah, I did feel like this is not the right position, and I mean, I didn't know what to do. Like at this point, I was like, okay, let me play pawn down. Queen knight g. Oh, knight g4. Oh, actually, I did see knight c6, queen c6. I forgot that after knight d4, I am attacking. He goes queen e8. I take bishop g4. He has queen g6. Okay, this is the only way to play. Then I play bishop f5. Okay, bishop h4 check is difficult. If e takes f5, then castle. At least he has this isolated pawn. Maybe I have some drawing chances. Instead, I went for bishop g1, and this position is quite lost. But I feel like Levon did not play well, especially allowed me to queen trade when my king is very weak. So there was some, I mean, we can analyze obviously forever this kind of position, but I will go to the key moment. Here he had a pressure and he went for this endgame. Bishop e5 was a mistake. I should have played, I think I should have played rook d3, but I wasn't sure about this rook trade, but probably this is my best chance. I play c4, bc, go for the endgame, and I think I could make him break through. So after rook d3, He should have played something else, like knight a5, then I entered the 7th rank. I think this would have given me some chances to survive. Instead I played bishop e5. The problem is that with my move now he has this e5 and pawn comes, knight is there. But Aronian did not play well, honestly. He gave me some chances close to the end. I mean, at least I grabbed the pawn. So here again we were in time scramble, and Angel says actually never mind, he was better everywhere. And he goes knight c5 and here e4. And yeah, I guess maybe he didn't miss anything. So I gave a sacrifice, pawn sacrifice, in order to gain activity. He takes. In this position I should have played rook c2, king d5, bishop g1. Let's say knight d3, I blockade the pawn, maybe some hopes, I don't know. Maybe there is no chance. Perhaps he did not mess up anywhere. So we went to the end game, bishop against knight. Yeah, I think this is just lost. My pawns are weak. And yeah, here he maneuvered his knight to f4, and I resigned here. There is not much to play. And after this, we got the next game. I was with black, and he this time didn't go for Italian. I thought that he was trying to play solid because now he was ahead in the match, half points. So draw was decent results for him, so he wasn't really trying. Yeah, this is. I mean, I was gonna say well known. Here, I made a mistake. I should have included rook to e8 move. Because in now d4, bishop c3, bc, knight d4, this is a better version. But instead I took and then played knight e4, which is a little bit worse for me. But I think I handled the situation well, and slowly I was making a progress. Oh, there was a knight g5, wow. I missed this move, apparently very strong move, fg. Okay, let's say he goes rook e1, I go just bishop d7. Okay, white is slightly better. So anyways, I started developing, and here he attacks my pawn, and I blundered. I should have played move like queen d7, with the idea that if he takes a7, rook a8 and bishop e3, I can take rook a2, and this position is around equal. But I was like, why I'm putting queen on d7? Maybe I should put queen on c8. And now I'm seeing that I had so many good options. Maybe this was the best one that I missed. I should have played rook e7, pin the bishop so bishop cannot move. If you, I mean, yeah, this would have been a nice move. Queen d7. Instead, I went queen c8 with the similar idea, but I blundered it. Now he can take a7 because rook a8, bishop e3, rook a2, he has knight b4. Forking. At this point, I realized that there is actually after knight c6 a tactic. Queen a6, I attack both pieces, but the problem with queen a6, this is kind of very unlucky that after there is a knight d4 and I cannot play c5, knight a5, queen e2. You may see that, oh, I'm attacking rook and I am winning, but no, he has knight h6, king h8, knight f7. Check, and then defending the rook with queen d6 and totally lost. So I saw this and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play bishop to g4, force him to play f3, and then queen a6. Now knight d4, I have c5. And actually, I thought that here I would have some chances, but there was also knight b5 move, bishop d7, c4, bishop b5, cb, queen b5, and still white is better. But here he played even better move, c4. And at this point, I should have taken c6, queen g4, and play this position, maybe with chances. I played bishop d7. I think I also blundered this move, maybe knight b4. Yeah, here. I thought that my best chance will be to have some isolated pawn, isolated, I said, opposite color bishops, and maybe some hopes to survive. So he goes h5, king here, h6, I go rook g8. Yeah, the position is hopeless. bishop d4, rook g6, rook e7. Maybe this was my... I mean, here I could have obviously played queen to f8. And this would have put him... I mean, he needs to find a little bit technical difficulties. It's not easy to convert. I mean, should be easy, but maybe I thought that I had some chances. I played king g7. I blundered this nice tactic by Levon Aronian that here he takes d7, and if I take, there is a queen g4. So I played, and also yeah, he was precise here. Didn't give me any chances, and here he went for rook endgame. Yeah, totally lost. So here I resigned because he has a simple plan: f4, f5, f6, and whenever I take, he checks, and c8 queen. Well, what can I say? I didn't. I mean, the second game was just insanely unlucky that I messed up the opening and I got very bad positioning and lost. This game, I don't know. Yeah, this game, after you lose, you are behind. You are trying to play something. It's not easy in general, and also your opponent gets very motivated after victory, so I didn't get a chance and I lost the match. Now I am gonna go to the losers bracket, and if I will have some matches. Actually, I wonder who I'm gonna play against in the losers bracket. I think I can actually see right now who can be my opponent. Let me double check. Division 2 and maybe results. Maybe I should click. So Division 2. I am gonna play against. Where am I? I don't see my name. Okay, I'm here. I lost. Oh, okay, losers bracket here. Never mind. I am gonna play against Alan Pichot in a losers bracket. 2 games match. If I lose that, tournament is over. Who did Alan Pichot play against? He was playing against Jules Mussard, and they went to the tiebreak. I mean, to be frank, a little bit my pairings wasn't the, let's say, luckiest pairing. I mean, I think there were like 2 strongest player. One was Nakamura, and the other one was Aronian, and I got one of them. I mean, okay, Grish. I mean, there are other very strong players, but I felt like these guys were the top ones. But anyway, it was a learning experience. I did not. I didn't have much of experience playing against this guy, so I enjoy playing. It's okay. I mean, you lose, you win. It's chess. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do it. See you soon. Bye.